Marriage is defined as the legally or formally recognized union between two individuals in a relationship. Typically, the two are joined through a ceremonial wedding. Marriage remains one of the most important social institutions in Canada, but overall the marriage rate in Canada is declining and the traditional portrait of a family is being transformed. In 1950, the average age of first marriage for men was 28.5 years and for women was 25.9 years. In 2008, the average age for first marriage had resumed and the trend was 29.6 years for women and 31.6 years for men. 10% of Canadians had married twice, and approximately 1% had married more than twice. By 2001, 12% of Canadian families were step-families that incorporated children from parents' previous relationships. Almost half of Canadian families are blended, and more than 81% of these families have children from the current union. In 2006, 69% of all census families were married couples, 16% were common law couples, and 16% were lone parents. Seven in 10 teens are living in families that are smaller than those born pre-1970. 44 to 47% of teens approve of same-sex families, with higher proportion of girls approving. 90% of teens say family influence is strong. Canada was the fourth country to permit same-sex marriages. There has been a substantial rise in the number of same-sex couples in Canada. In the 2006 census, there were more than 45,000 same-sex couples, 1% of all couples, which was 33% increase from 2001. Overall, 17% of the same-sex couples were married. During British Columbia's first year of legalized marriages of same-sex couples, 3.5% of the marriages were same-sex marriages, and all of these, 54.5%, were female couples. There were more than 360,000 mixed-race couples, either married or common law, in Canada in 2011. This comprises 4.6% of all couples in private households. .9% of all couples were composed of one person who was a member of a visible minority and one who was not. While 54,970 couples, 0.7% of all couples, involved two persons from different visible minority groups.